Hi all, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what our Canvas course looks like and how you can navigate it to make sure that you know where you can find all the important content. So if you're watching this video, that means you found the Welcome to Math 711 page. So on this page, there are lots of resources for you, including my email address, how to contact me. But the other things I want to draw your attention to is the course survey. If you haven't completed that yet from the email that I sent out, please make sure you get that completed. There are other links on here that might be important. So the Desmos and GeoGebra, you're definitely going to need those for our class content. But I thought I should include the Canvas support services and just dots on here. If you have any technology issues or issues with Canvas, you can try reaching out to them. I don't always know the answer on how to fix that. I also included the math department information. That's where we have that graduate program, the expectations for that. So if you have questions, feel free to check it out there. So I'm going to go ahead back to the Start Here module. And I'm going to skip the grading overview for now, but the syllabus is there, that pre-course survey, and then that Zoom link that we'll be using every day. Now I want to go back to the grading overview and just talk about that quick. So what I chose to do for grading, rather than saying like this math problem's worth 10 points and this one's worth 2, like what does that really mean? I chose to use the 0 to 4 scale. So this is similar to standards-based grading. They usually use a 3 to 5 point scale for that, and then they do this for every single standard that you're learning. So what I chose to do is for every homework assignment, grade you on a 0 to 4 scale. And on those larger assignments, you'll see the categories within the assignment are a 0 to 4 scale as well. So what does that mean? A 4 means like, yeah, you've met the expectations or you're even exceeding expectations. So you're able to answer the questions correctly. And you also include explanations that are logical and support the solution that you got. So it shows me, yeah, you understand what you're doing. You're able to explain exactly how you got that. 3 is approaching. This would be a minor error. So either it's a minor error in your calculation or a minor flaw in your explanation, but for the most part, you've got it, just made a little mistake. 2 is developing. So maybe you got the correct answer, but your explanation, not so much. Maybe it's incomplete. Maybe you were explaining a little something else, or maybe you got an incorrect answer, but you knew what you were talking about in that explanation, and you were able to show me that you mostly understood how you got there. A 1 would be beginning. So maybe you have incorrect answers and the explanation is also incorrect, so you're not understanding it. If you're getting a 1 on something, this is the point where we definitely need to get together to make sure that you're understanding. Even if you get a 2, that developing, I want you to understand this content, because if you're in this program, it means you're a teacher already, and I want to make sure that you're able to understand geometry content in a way that you're able to teach it. So at that point, we should probably get together and talk through it. Back to the home page. Over here, I shortened up the navigation bar so you can click to get direct access to your assignments. You can see the due dates for each assignment over here. You can click here for the discussion posts. Your grades, once we've got grades in, will be there. And then there's the syllabus again as well. So how I set up each day was there are objectives, a before class, a during class, and after class. So before we have our first class on Monday, here's what you need to do. You need to complete these readings. And there's no additional requirement, no reflection, no discussion post. So just complete those readings and come to class prepared and ready to talk about them. So I'm going to actually choose a different day to kind of see what this looks like. So I'm going to go down to week 3. Every single day you can see is set up like this. But week 3, I'm going to go ahead and click on the first part of the module. Here are the objectives. That day we're covering 2 objectives. Then this is what needs done before class. So you need to read this article, and notice you don't have to do anything with that article. Just read it, think about it, come to class prepared. Now this is a little bit different. So from our textbook, it's a read and reflect. So what is in a diagram? And I want you to think about these specific questions. Again, you don't have to do anything with it. It just says bring them to class. If I'm asking you to bring it to class, it means we're probably going to use that to either start class as a whole class, or I'm going to put you in small groups and you're going to be talking about your responses to those answers. So jot them down in your notes, have those ready to go. Then during class, this is where I give you an overview of what's happening during class, along with any resources that we'll be using. So if we're collaborating on a document, then this is where you can find that and you can just quickly go there. That way, if you jump in late to class, you know exactly maybe what we're looking at already. Then the after class. Oops, not after class yet. This is a page where I just provided some additional resources. It tells you it's optional. You don't have to read them, but if you're looking for additional resources, they're there. Now here's the after class checklist. So here you're reading an article, and then I just ask you to think about it. Once again, you don't have to do anything. Just think about those, bring it to class. This is where it's a little bit different. It says read and reflect discussion post. So since it's a discussion post, you're going to read this art or read the textbook and think about these questions. Now, since it's a discussion post, maybe you're wondering, well, where do I post? If you click next, that discussion post is right there and you're able to jump in and make your reply. So same, if there's a homework assignment, I have it nested underneath. So during that or for that after class checklist, you can see here's the homework assignment. You're going to upload your solutions as a PDF, and then it'll check it off once you've completed it. And on to the next day. So if you have any questions about the navigation of the course, or if you can't find anything, please reach out and let me know.